Hey guys, it's Fonzie with Dip Your Car, and as we continue to make videos, we're going to continue getting comments on those videos, questions, people wanting more information. And if you've actually watched our videos over the past year or so and paid attention to the comment section, you probably realize that there's one type of comment coming up more often than others. And a lot of those comments that we see, a lot of those questions are about glossy finishes. Why didn't you do this color in gloss? I'd love to see it in gloss. It would have looked better in a glossy finish. And there's people flat out asking, why aren't you doing glossy finishes anymore? Why so much matte and satin? So we've got this new internal studio. I thought it'd be a really good opportunity to talk to you guys in more of a long form discussion about what we're doing, why we're doing it, and what we're going to be doing in the future. So if this is something that's interesting to you and you want to sit down and have a conversation with me about it, then this is going to be a good video for you. So when we're talking about glossy finishes, especially as a DIY customer using Dip Products, it may be a little bit more complicated than you guys realize. Now, if you look at our videos back in 2015, 16, even in 2017, we were utilizing the glossy top coat a lot more often. We were not only doing pearl finishes in it, but we were using it 2 to 3 wet coats of the glossy top coat on top to generate what would be considered a higher gloss finish. Over the past year or so, we've only pulled it out on several projects. We've really been leaning towards the regular flat PDS colors and of course the Performance Series colors. And you may ask yourself, well, why aren't you using the glossy top coat anymore? You may really like glossy finishes versus the matte and the satin. So I'll break it down for you a little bit at a time. The most important thing to us and the most important thing to me is you guys being happy with the purchases that you make. I don't ever want to sell you guys something that I personally wouldn't buy or wouldn't be happy with. So the big craze in 2013, 14, 15, 16 were pearls and top coat. That was, 90% of every dipped car out there was using pearls and top coat. And that's awesome. It gave us a ton of customization options, but it came with some cons as well. If you've ever used glossy top coat before, you probably know it's a little bit tricky. In order to get it to lay down completely flat with minimal orange peel, you really have to know what you're doing. So we were selling all of these car kits that gave everybody these awesome color options, but the end result, what they actually paid for, what was driving around in the street, wasn't as good as it could be. And there was one main reason for that. It wasn't people putting pearls into top coat. It was the practice of putting pearls into top coat and then stacking more top coat on top, trying to achieve that gloss finish. Pearls into top coat works awesome. Dip Pearl Top Coat was specifically designed for one reason, to suspend pearls. So when you put pearls into glossy top coat and you lay it down on a car, it's pretty easy to work with. You're probably going to get a great finish. The metallic really helps it lay down nice and even and smooth. But when you go and you start putting the glossy top coat on top, 2 or 3 wet coats to get a glossy finish, that's when the end result or the quality of the end result starts to deteriorate a little bit. Mainly because the glossier it gets, the more you're going to see. And there's just no way that the DIY level turbines, even the advanced turbine, are going to atomize and have enough pressure to get that glossy top coat to lay as smooth as you would think. When people think about glossy finishes or glossy paint, they think about a factory gloss finish. And you're not going to achieve a factory paint finish with glossy top coat. It's just not going to happen. You're not going to achieve a glossy factory paint finish without using a 2K urethane clear. So what we found was people were buying a carbon red car kit and they were buying a couple extra gallons of glossy top coat thinking, well, I'm going to make this a gloss red car. And they would envision a factory paint job. And that's not what they were going to get. So we started to make a shift. We knew that metallic finishes were huge and we wanted to focus on those, but we wanted to make it cheaper and faster and easier for you guys to spray your car, and then more importantly than anything, get an awesome end result that you can be proud of, that you can drive around, that I would be proud of. You know, obviously when you guys use the product, it reflects on you, it reflects on the product, it reflects on me and our company. So we wanted as many dip cars to be driving around as possible that looked really great. So that's when we started developing the Performance Series gallons. The Performance Series gallons, as you probably know, very easy to use, really easy to spray. They lay nice and flat and smooth, and they give you an awesome metallic finish, but they're not glossy. And you may not want that satin or matte metallic finish. You may want gloss. And we could go out there and say, you can make any of these finishes as glossy as you want. Just stack some Dip Pearl top coat on there and you'll be good to go. It's just not our style. I mean, think about this. Our average order value would be a lot higher if you guys were adding a couple gallons of Dip Pearl top coat with all of these car kits. We'd be bringing in a lot more revenue, selling a lot more product. But that's not the end goal for us. That's just going to end up giving you a more expensive product to buy and an end result that you're not going to be as happy with. So with all that said, we steer away from showing you guys glossy products and really honing in on those glossy top coats because I don't want to oversell them. Now we will use glossy top coat with pearls, satin finish. I'll use that all day long because it does come out great, and if you follow instructions, you're going to get a great finish too. But when you see us do these experiments, when you see us use motor oil, Performance Series motor oil, and you say, it looks great, but it would look awesome in gloss. I agree. It would be awesome in gloss, but I'm not going to do a video showing you guys motor oil Performance Series in a glossy top coat that I've been using this product for 8 years now and I've got it dialed in so that when you guys buy that exact same kit and take it home and you can't replicate that finish, I don't feel good with that. It's just not what we're going to do. Now, when it comes down to the future, well, what are we going to do about it? Of course, we're always working on developing more products. Are we going to have a glossy top coat in the future that's easier to use and that gives you guys a better finish? I'm sure we will. We're always working on that. But we're not going to release one if it's just pretty good. It has to be really good. But one thing I want you guys to realize is there's a built-in ceiling here. And this is where it starts to get more complicated. In order to get a gloss finish where you imagine gloss paint, you really have to have a 2K urethane clear, a clear that gets very hard and that may impact things like peelability and consequences if you don't use it correctly. And personally, at least at this time right now, I haven't seen a 2K gloss technology that I feel comfortable with sending and selling to DIY customers. There's just not enough margin of error there. If you don't put enough product down, if you don't mask your car correctly, and you get overspray in those areas, you could have a problem. Right now, if you really screw up a dip job, even using glossy top coat, worst case scenario is what? You have to get a couple gallons of dip dissolver and you power wash it off your car. If we start selling a 2K urethane clear for DIY customers, yeah, you're gonna have a higher gloss finish, more clarity. You're gonna enhance all those metallic finishes. You can even sand and polish it, but at what price? If you screw that up, or if you don't know what you're doing, the consequences could be pretty severe, and that's just not something that we're willing to do. So then that brings us back to the DIY products. How glossy can a DIY peelable rubber technology be? Can we get that to really look like an Autoflex, which does replicate a factory finish? I'm not sure. We're going to continue developing and continue working on it. But right now, the short-term goal is this. Promote products, show you guys products that we know, we're 100% confident in, that if you follow instructions, you can get an amazing finish. Something that you and I can both be proud of. Something you'll be happy about, and something that doesn't cost too much money. If we have a glossy top coat, a new one in the future that we do want to apply over these other coatings to enhance the color and enhance the sheen and give you guys a nice glossy finish, we will bring it in, but by all means, it'll be something that we're all going to be very excited about. But in the meantime, you have to just be aware that I don't want to just sell you the sizzle. I don't want to show you something on videos done by somebody who's been doing this for a very long time that looks awesome. And then when you go to purchase the product, they don't match up. That's not a long-term play for us that makes sense. So hopefully this helps you guys understand that when we do these finishes and when we do these colors, yeah, we've really got matte and satin finishes locked down. And I'm happy with that. We don't have something perfect for the gloss bucket yet, but matte and satin are a huge part of custom paint, custom looks. Everything that you see on the road pretty much is glossy. I've always been drawn to matte finishes and satin finishes, so the fact that we've got those two locked down for DIY, I'm very happy with that and very proud of that. We will eventually kind of conquer that gloss finish thing too, but if you see us do these matte finishes or matte metallic finishes and you wonder, what, dude, why don't they just put gloss on top? That's why, because we don't want to show you something as, you know, I don't want to paint this picture for you that you may not be able to paint yourself. Hopefully that makes sense. Now, if you have any other questions, obviously the comment section is below. I will make sure I read and respond to as many of those as possible. If you like this style video, let me know as well, because again, we have this new internal studio. We used to have a Dipcast podcast that we've done a long time ago. We haven't done it in years. I think this may be a new format for the Dipcast. What I was thinking is, outside of this, maybe just having an email address where you guys can send in questions to the podcast. And then as soon as we start building up enough, maybe every week or two, I could do one of these long form discussions with you guys and answer all those questions. So if that's interesting to you, let me know. I want to give you guys the content that you're interested in and that's helpful for you guys. So again, thank you so much for watching. It's Fonzie from Dip Your Car. I'll see you in the next video.